You said you're 11 minutes away. It's been 45. Where are you? Have you stood me up? And that's so sad because I wanted people to see that image so directly of this kid waiting in a coffee shop or a bar or a restaurant or a park bench or outside of newsagents or a cinema or just on his phone, heartbroken because he feels like she stood him up when it's not her fault. She got into an accident. Me and Halsey met, and I had this idea about this tragic accident, and it reminded her of a brand new song. She was like, I've loved this song all my life, and I would love to do something like this with you. As soon as she got on the mic and sung the hook, I was just like, that just sounds mental. We were in the studio, and I was like, because we did programmed drums on it, I was like, man, it just doesn't sound right. It just sounds too ordinary. I was just like, it needs to sound like a Blink-182 record. And everyone just kind of looked up at me. And my producer was like, yeah, man, it does. And Ash was like, well, I can just text Ash Halsey. I was like, I can just text Travis Barker. I was like, what? Of course you can. And she just did it. And 10 minutes later, Travis Barker was in the studio. And I was just like, I'm 11 minutes away. And I have missed you all day. I'm 11 minutes away. So why are you here? It tells a story of them breaking up because of the way modern society teaches us that being successful or powerful is kind of more important than loving someone else. So they break up. And they spend years apart and they're kind of going to uni, doing whatever. A couple of years later, they're like, I can't do this, man. I can't live without this person in my life. So they agree to kind of come back together and meet and talk things over, and hopefully he'll swish her up like an old fucking romantic movie and kiss her in the rain. You're 11 minutes away and I have missed you all day. You're 11 minutes away, so why are you here? From her perspective, it's almost like, why have you not been here all this time? Why have you not been in my life? From his perspective, it's a lot more direct. Think I missed your call, I'm on the other line. I'm just taking all this thoughts up in your mind. I want it to be so direct, like I'm just having a conversation where the lyrics are so self-explanatory. But I wanted to put in little kind of Easter eggs and little kind of details of an accident. I think I missed your call, I'm on the other line. I see there's a parallel universe, like I've flatlined, or I'm on the other side. I'm moving towards the other side. Talking up, but I can't even read the signs. I would sell my soul for a bit more time. Right now, as people, we're so focused on what's next. We never take a minute to think or to live in the moment because we've got too much to think about, because we have so much in front of us. That is so hard, because in the instance of this song, you don't realize what you've lost until it's been taken away from you. And when it's been taken away from you, all you want is to get the time back. You're staying all on my body like your red wine. You're the fucking acid to my alkaline. It's that fingerprint across the heart that's never gonna go away. You spill red wine on a white t-shirt, you're fucked. You're the fucking acid to my alkaline. You need that. That's what you need. We're totally polar opposites as people, but for the sake of fucking science, they need to be together or just everything goes to shit. You run your middle finger up and down my spine. I'm sorry there was no one to apologize. When something is confronting you, you confront it back at all angles. If something's coming from the left, you put your shield up to surround you 360. And if your partner's on the right, you've got your wall up. You're battling constantly. And that's what the middle finger represents. It represents that angst in the relationship, that I loved you, but there was something wrong. I'm so fucking sorry, I've been playing somebody that's helping nobody, and a lipstick arithmetic didn't stick, and now I'm sick, throwing fits, and yeah, I seen you in my head every fucking day since I left. It's me going into my head, seeing those last days when we broke up, that I've been reliving for these years when she's not been there. And this is kind of me reliving this before I'm going to speak to her about it. Something wasn't adding up. The lipstick arithmetic didn't stick, and now I'm sick throwing fits. it didn't add up, but all I realised it was the best equation of my fucking life. And it didn't add up because I didn't want it to add up at that time, because I had something else going on in my life that I thought was more important, or that I thought was gonna make me a better human, but you know what? It just fucking didn't. You're on the floor with your hands around your head, and I'm down and depressed. All I want is your head on my chest, touching feet in my bed. When I was writing it, I was thinking about the scene in The Notebook. Do you know when she hits him for that 1 second, and he says, all right, fuck it, I'm leaving, and gets in the car, and then she's like, wait, we're not really doing it, are we? We're not really doing it, it's just rubbish, because as humans, we get angry for 1 second, and we come back, and it fucking chokes me up, man, because I felt it. It's like that pride of, fuck you, this is over, and then you go, oh fuck, no, it's not really over, is it? And then he sees it every day, and he wishes he could take it back, and finally he's gonna get this moment to calm his head and to calm everything down, but so cruelly it gets ripped away from him, and they never get to see each other and say that we were wrong, we were just stupid kids, man, and we belong together, you know? Tell me what you need, I can make you more than what you are. With the bridge, this is her talking from the other side. And that's why in the video, the 5 stages of grief, at the end it goes to acceptance. Because he realises, yeah, she's not here in person, but she's here and here. Come and lay the roses on the floor. Every single Sunday, don't get bored. She's kind of almost begging him, just like, don't forget about me. I just wanna freeze. I can make you more than what you are. And now I see you standing all alone. I never thought the world would turn to stone. She's almost watching him in the cafe, waiting for her. And she can't do anything about it. She's kind of banging on the cafe window, but she's just a ghost, and it's dark, but with this song, man, I want to make people feel things through my words. Call me stupid, call me sad. You're the best I've ever had. You're the worst I've ever had. And that keeps fucking with my head. That isn't a negative thing. I don't want it to be like, oh my God, you're so cruel. Why did you do that? It's like, no, it just represents this thing where these two kids were just perfect for each other. And I hate it. I'm like, why, man? Why did they get taken away from each other? And it just represents that. I wanted the audience to know how close they were and how perfect they were for each other. I spend so much time grafting over lyrics. I feel like they've been lost right now. I love this because it kind of gives me a minute to go like, shit. I kind of go back into the fucking headspace of it, and I'm gonna cry.